If you've been wondering what's happening in your relationships, I hear Spirit saying relationships are being shifted as people are being sifted, or relationships are being sifted as people are being shifted. And so, a little more about that is, you know, as you have shifted yourself, as you have grown and come into the person that you are, the person who you've always meant to be, the relationships that you've been in, they were built they weren't built from this place of where who you are now. They were built from an old place, an old space of an old time frame that you were in, and you're not there anymore. And so naturally, as you have evolved, relationships have to evolve also. And in these relationships, what I'm realizing is that because of how because of your elevation, I'll say that, because of your elevation, certain relationships have become a strain. They've become a strain because you're seeing more in depth into the relationship. It may have been, I'm going to say type shallow previously. Whatever relationship that your mind gravitates to, that's the one that we talking about. That relationship may have been quite shallow, and it may not have, it obviously has not been built on a foundation of authenticity, because where there is shallow is there's authenticity, and there is a lack of vulnerability as well. And I feel like because you've deepened in those spaces, right? You can't tolerate the same types of individuals anymore. So you are being sifted out of your, it's like when you're sifting something, let's say you're sifting flour, you're sifting the nuggets, breaking down the nuggets, those that can be broken down, into a finer powder. But there is a separation that is happening. That sifting is the separation. That's what you are experiencing right now in life. And it's necessary because the people that have held on to you, it's like they've held on. I see like leeches. They've held on to you, and those people have been draining for you physically. They've been draining for you emotionally. They've been draining for you mentally, and it's now time that Spirit is going to separate you from them. So if you're seeing more in an individual, more in the depth of the individual, even just evaluating your relationships, this is why. A lot of the relationships that you have and those that you have been in, they can't go where you're going. You're being shifted and sifted. There is a great separation happening. And the only thing that, Spirit wants you to say, you can't fight against this. To fight against this is to delay yourself. Spirit doesn't want you to delay yourself anymore. I hear ride the wave and go with the flow. Like Spirit does not want you to try to do anything to stop these things from happening. I'm also getting now, like, when you see it, you can't unsee it. That's been something I've been saying all week long, because your eyes are being opened. Like you're not trying to color a situation differently from what it is presenting or how it's presenting. Yeah, relationships, things are things have to be the way that they are. And if they are falling apart, they have to. If distance is being created, it has to be created. It's not that your next leg of your journey is going to be lonely or one filled with loneliness. This separation is happening so that the old does not try to compete or conflict with what is new coming in. because you yourself are different. You're not the same person. You have elevated, as I said before, but you've also matured. You've matured past certain things, and so there's no resonance with you and the old life, the old friends, the old family members. And this is not to say that you just completely close the door and discard them at completely, but it is to say that it's important for you to limit your energy, the energy that you give, your time, your effort, especially to situations that you know have not been reciprocal, or they've been more draining than they have been giving. I'm trying to listen for anything else. I hear pay attention to the close ones, those closest to you. You're going to see a shift in them too. It's almost like what you are being seen, what you're being shown, what you're seeing, you couldn't see it if it wasn't actually happening. So it's happening, you know, and that's that. I think that's the part to drive home. That's what I hear. Drive that home. It is what you are seeing is actually happening. You're not making it up. You're not seeing things, you're not delulu, none of that. What you are seeing is what is happening, which is why Spirit is saying don't try to color it differently. It may be hard to see, it may be hard to accept, but don't try to color it differently. You're seeing what you need to see so that you can make the proper moves. But this is also so that you don't feel bad either about making said moves, because you're seeing things, you're seeing why you can't continue to uphold this relationship. And so you then choosing yourself to get out of it or to put distance between you and that relationship, that's choosing you. That is going to cause them to shift also, obviously, because they no longer, number one, have your energy, number two, have access to you like that. It's going to cause them to shift. You're going to see it. I think that's it. I just keep hearing pay close attention. Pay close attention. Okay. I think that's it.